What's going on, everyone out there on YouTube? NES Ruler, and welcome to a brand new review. And this time around, we'll be checking out a film that was sent to me review by Full Moon, and you can pick this up on 4K at all your favorite online retailers. It is a film from the year 1991 titled Puppet Master 3: Toulon's Revenge. So, Puppet Master 3. What is there to say about Puppet Master 3? Well, it's definitely the best film in the entire franchise. It's the only movie, in my opinion, that actually feels like Charlie Band and the Full Moon team actually put effort into making a real movie. It's not good for a Puppet Master movie. It's pretty good for just a standard movie in general. I feel like the effort was really put into this film, and we did the entire Puppet Master series on the 22 Shots of Moods and Horror podcast about, 6-7 years ago, and we are all in agreement that Puppet Master 3 is definitely the highlight of the franchise. It's actually pretty good. It's a prequel. It takes place a couple years prior to the original Puppet Master film. There's some continuity errors in this movie. In particular, Toulon in the original film says that he commits suicide in 1939, but in this film he escapes in 1941. So there's a bunch of those stupid timeline errors in this movie, but besides that, it's actually a pretty well-made film. So basically, we follow Toulon. If you guys haven't seen the Puppet Master series, he is the puppeteer who came across this curse in Egypt that is able to put human life in inanimate objects. And this time around, since he's a puppeteer, he puts people from his past into puppets, and this is where we meet some of his puppets. This is the introduction of Six Shooter, of course, which is probably one of the best puppets. Blade gets his origin story in this film, as long as Leech Woman, who is definitely the nastiest puppet in the franchise, and it definitely holds up in this movie. She's absolutely disgusting in this film. So basically, Toulon, he is living in post-war or pre-war Germany, and he is dealing with the fact that Nazis are trying to come up with this scientific discovery of being to reanimate dead people to use them for their pleasure against the good old Axis, the Allies. No, the Axis. Sorry. So. They are fascinated with Trudeau because he has this serum that he's able to inject into these puppets to make them come to life and, of course, move and possess different skills. So we basically just have Richard Lynch's character. He plays like the head Nazi. He is all about tracking down Trudeau and torturing him and interrogating him to figure out what this serum really is. And, of course, Trudeau doesn't take no shit, and he basically sends all his puppets against the Nazis, and they do the bidding for Trudeau to protect him. And that's basically the film. Like I said, it's pretty well made. It has production value. The set design is really good. It has pretty okay acting. Richard Lynch is amazing in most films that he's in, so he does a pretty good job in this. And you get what you get. You get your puppet, your puppet killing action in this film. Now let's talk about the transfer. The Blu-ray already looked really, really, really good. I was quite impressed with the whole series, the whole Puppet Master series. They did a really good job with these transfers. So making the jump to 4K, I was really curious to see if it would have made that big of a difference between the Blu-ray. I mean, a little bit. You get a little bit of sharper images, and I was bashing Charlie Band at first because I really thought that this release had no HDR on it, even though it's advertised on the back of the box. But after doing a little bit more research, it has HDR. I feel like it doesn't make that big of a difference compared to the Blu-ray when I compared the two, but it's there. When you watch movies in this high quality, I mean, it's pretty funny because you really see the puppet strings in this film, even though they're not, they're supposed to be moving on their own. But when you get to this high of a quality, you start to see little imperfections like that. It's quite funny. And the stop motion in these films still look fantastic. At least the first 5, the stop motion looks really, really great. And it continues in this film. But the quality, it looks really, really good. The daytime scenes especially look sharp. A lot of natural film grain, no heavy DNR or anything like that. So it looks quite good. it sounds perfectly fine. You know, it was a low budget film back in the day, so you know what you're gonna get. But you just have your 5.1 mix on it, which sounds pretty good. And as for packaging, you just have a slip cover, and underneath it, it is basically the same thing in the keep case. But it's 4 times sharper. Revenge is 4 times sharper, yeah. As bonus features, you got a auto commentary track by the writer and the director. And then you have a behind the scenes and like a little vintage Puppet Master commercial and some trailers. So overall, a pretty nice release from Full Moon. The transfer is better than Transfers, which I thought was fine. It wasn't great, but it had a lot to improve on. And this being their second 4K release here, I think they definitely improved a little bit when it comes to technical aspects. So I'd give Charlie Bang credit on there. It looks better than Transfers, and I was excited to see that one with Puppet Master 3 because, like I said, it's definitely the best in the franchise. So that is my review of Puppet Master 3. If you guys like this review, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/NESRuler22. Hope everybody's doing well, and I should talk to you guys soon. See you guys.